Hi everyone. All right, so let's have a chat about design leadership. What does a truly inspirational design team leader look like? Now, I'm going to start this one off by saying I am not a team leader, not even a manager. Hands up in the audience, team leaders, managers, directors, whatever else they call you guys. Yep, I've never walked in your shoes, but one day I will. And right now, while I'm working for you, I'm observing you, I'm learning from you, and I'm looking up to you. And I've worked for a lot of amazing team leaders over the years, and I've often wondered, well, what kind of team leader do I want to be when it's my turn? And the answer is always the same. It always comes down to this one experience I had with an incredible design team director. And I learned so much working for her. When I'm a leader, I want to be someone that inspires people. I mean, isn't that what we all want? And today, I'd like to share with you a little bit about that experience. So I've identified 8 qualities that she had, and a lot of other people that I've worked for have had these qualities too. So there's a couple of people sort of mashed in here. I'd like to share that with you today. So let's get started. So, number 1, truly inspirational design team leaders do not believe in team hierarchies. They like flat environments. They have a way of encouraging, of creating these environments that are free from limitations, where everyone has equal say, where everyone can speak up and everyone is open to being questioned. Number 2, they develop their people. They don't want you to have a job. They want you to have a career, an amazing one at that too, and they want to be there to do everything they can to make that happen. These leaders believe in creating environments where people can grow and flourish. Number 3, they trust your gut as much as you do, and I hope you trust your gut, because you should. In other words, they back their people. They support you 100%. Number 4, they believe in and practice a 70-20-10 working style. So notice how that doesn't say 100. So that is 70% of the time doing your work, 20% of the time contributing to your field and sharing your ideas with your peers, and 10% of the time making sure you're up to date with your professional reading and your learning, all during work time. Number 5, they don't have secrets. So complete and utter transparency is what you can expect from these guys. There's no game playing, there's no freakouts when you ask for an equal exchange of calendar sharing permissions. These guys have nothing to hide. If something's going on, you know about it when they know about it. Number 6, they don't take themselves too seriously. We spend approximately 30% of our lives at work. That's kind of depressing. But these guys know how to make it not that way. I'll tell you a story. This particular team that I was in, we were so loud that we actually got moved into the back corner of the building so that no one else could hear us. And they pushed us right out to this corner where the pigeons would roost outside, so we couldn't actually see out of the windows. When I first moved in, it kind of looked like there'd been a storm. There was this belt of empty desks surrounding us, so it was like a soundproof zone. But it was awesome. Number 7, they do the doing. In other words, they still practice. So it might only be 10% of the time, because they're up to their eyeballs in a never-ending cycle of meetings, but they still know what's going on. They're still pretty clued in to what's going on in the world of UX, and their knowledge is current, and so are their networks. And one more before we have an activity. They genuinely care about you, so they give a crap about you. You're a person, not a resource. Well, you are a resource, but you know what I mean. They know that. And they treat you like you're a person, and they take the time to listen to you and understand where it is you want to go. So the goals of the business and the goals of the team will always come first. That's fine. But these guys are open to finding ways to have it all. They're open to finding ways to make it all happen. So I've got a little bit of time left, and I'm going to hand it over to you now. What kind of team leader do you want to be? Now, I know we've got some among us today, but we've also got some future leaders like me. So there's two parts to this. So I'll give you the first part. So get out your pens and papers. If you are a team leader now, I'd like you to write down one thing that you'd like to do differently. And if you're a future leader, I'd like you to write down the one thing you'd like to be when you're a team leader. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1 minute to do this. Okay. You ready for part 2? I'd like you to tweet it. I'd like you to share it out in the world. If you've got room, I'd really like it if you could use the hashtag #DesignLeadersInspire, but if not, it's cool. Just use the UXNZ 2015 and let's share it out into the world. And if you don't want to tweet it, it's okay. Just take a moment now to tell the person sitting next to you. I'll give you 30 seconds to do that. All right. So, to wrap up, I still have a long way to go. So these observations in no way replace experience, and I know this, but this is the goal. And I believe that it is never too early or too late to think about how you can become a design team leader that inspires people. Thank you.